Sage CRM is used in countries all around the world, and it's localized to English, French, German and Spanish, and the standard installation supports those 7 concurrent languages, and you can add new languages that are included within the user language selection list and the translation details page. Now you can see that I'm logged on as the system administrator, and I'm looking at the customization screens. And here you can see I can click on the translation option, and within the screen I could now add a new language. Now I can define the language to be whatever I need for business purposes. In this case I'm going to add in Korean, and so this can now be saved. Once the language has been created, a system administrator can use actually 3 different ways of changing the captions within a system. We've got something called inline translation, field, which is the simple renaming of fields and screen captions through basically working your way through the interface and being able to click on a particular field to be able to change its caption or particular prompt within the interface to be able to change what its translation is for each language. We also then have a type of translation called field customization. We can change selection lists in that context as well as the captions for individual fields. And we also have the translation list, which is our ability to be able to search for any of the captions used within the system. We have multiple language changes that we could make in here, as well as some of the hidden or special captions that are used to control the interface within Sage CRM. Once the language has been defined, it can be allocated to a user. You can see here I've got a user screen for Kylie Ward, and I'm selecting that she's now using Korean. Now, if we switch over, and here you can see that I've just logged on as Kylie Ward, you may find that a new language may require some additional changes. And this is because some features such as website gadgets can reference language-specific versions of web pages used within the application. So in this case, we'd need to add in new paths and new supporting files for the language that needs to be added. And you can see here one has been added in the default system for each of the languages that we're using. Now, where an incomplete translation of the interface has been made, you can see that in my case, I've not translated all of the captions yet into Korean, and you can see as well that the untranslated items are being displayed in the system's default language. That, in my case, happens to be English, but it's recovering without a translation for Korean by displaying the system's default language. Now you can see in this case, in my system, you can see I've come into administration, system behavior, and you can see in this system the default language is UK English, and it's recommended that if you're working with a system, that the system administrator should use the same language as the system default.